Hello everyone, this is Babamots. Welcome to some more Homeworlds commentary. Today we've got WLGuru and JOEMN. These are two new players. They played each other here on Board Game Arena about 5 or 6 times, and then they seem to have stopped. So maybe they didn't enjoy it. But this is a game after they'd been playing each other a few times, so they're not totally new, but I think they've only played each other. But they've had a few games to learn, so I'm pretty interested to see how well they do after a few games. Let's see what they come up with. Oh boy, so interesting right out of the gate. Okay, Guru taking a green-blue medium Gemini with red ship. Joe taking a blue-green fortress with red ship. Interesting. That's the meta they developed. Was you got to start with a red ship. So both trading for yellow right away, and building red some more. No, there are no small stars in this universe, so no color gets a big head start. This is a small universe since Guru has the Gemini system. Both homes will be connected to small stars. Just emphasizing and pointing it out. Okay, well, Joe. Well, maybe they didn't get all that far in their learning. I don't know. I think moving your mothership out this early is not really ever a good idea. But at least they moved it to a system that's connected to Guru's home. So if Guru moved out their mothership, then Joe would be able to invade. Uh-oh. Well, Guru moved out their mothership, and Joe got nervous and moved theirs back. Guru now building reds out here in the colony that's connected to Joe's home. Joe, of course, should have used their mothership to invade Guru's home. They could have captured everything faster than Guru could. They would have been there just because they were there first. Okay. Now, how are we doing? Guru building a medium yellow. This might not be a great game. Okay, Guru now has left their mothership with 3 ships of the same color. Joe should move their little red into bleb and overpopulate. Instead, just building a medium yellow. Guru trading for a medium red, so Guru's going big on the reds. What Guru should have done last turn was sacrifice the Y2 to move these 2 smaller ships into Joe's home and overpopulate Joe's mothership. Joe trading out for the first blue ship of the game. Oh, no, that's not the first blue ship of the game. Guru's already got one. When did that happen? They're too quick for me. They're too quick. I'm going a little fast because I think this might not be a game we want to study too closely. More for laughs than anything else. How about I release this on April Fool's Day? Is that a good fool's joke? A game between newer players that's probably not worth a whole lot of study. Yeah, building mediums is good. Guru building even more in that colony. Ooh, putting a 3rd yellow in that colony is not so good. Joe should move in and overpopulate the whole thing. This is something I've noticed with new players sometimes. I remember even seeing it in my own play. I was reluctant to discover new stars. I think just because it feels like more work. I think, well, I could discover another colony and start building there, or I could just keep building where I'm already at. That's not a problem, right? But yeah, Joe should move in and overpopulate all those guys. No, they build a Y3 of their own. That's the safer place to do it out of your home and there anyway, since Guru could cheaply overpopulate these. I think these guys might not even know about overpopulations. Guru now moving their Y3 into Joe's home. Joe should capture it and say thanks for the free ship. And Joe does. Good. Good on you, Joe. All right, Guru now building a second ship in their homeworld. I guess it's worth pointing out that if Joe moves their Y3 into Guru's home, they'll win. Move it in there and then sacrifice R3 to capture everything Guru has. Instead, moving in the Y1, Guru should capture that and say thanks for the free ship. But it did give Joe enough space to build another yellow. Build that last Y3. Joe's got enough. The funny thing is, Joe's got enough material. They should win hands down. But in games between newer players, absolutely anything can happen. You never know. Okay. Joe protecting their yellow ships at home by trading for blue. But Guru could still move this Y1 into Samori and blow all those up. My feeling from watching these players, and sometimes when I've watched new players before, I get the sense that they have discovered, because when you build a fourth ship of the same color, you get a notification when you try to end your turn. It says, oh, there's an overpopulation on the board. Are you sure you want to end? And they get scared of that. They realize that the problem is having four. And they see that trigger catastrophe button and realize that the problem is having four ships together. They don't always learn as quickly that you can use overpopulations on the other person's turn to pit the overpopulation against them. So I think that's why we're not seeing overpopulations happening here. Okay, Guru moves in a little red ship. I think they should know by now that generally just leads to the ship being captured. But in this case, it does give Guru more space to build red, and red is going to open up into larger ships soon, so that's not so bad. Joe, oh, okay, and Joe runs away the blue one. That's the ship that Guru could have captured had it remained. So there's some thought going on here. I see where they're coming from a little bit. Takes time to learn the rules. Unless you've got a teacher, it's not likely you're going to get all the rules of Homeworlds right on the first try. Okay. Trading Y3 for R3. Yeah, okay. At this point, Guru should sacrifice Y2, move 2 reds in, and blow up the whole Samori colony. Guru builds R2. Okay. Joe captures that little invader. Okay. Guru trades for some more blue. And by the way, I have no idea how these players' earlier games ended. I don't know if they think they have to capture all of the enemy ships or what. We'll see how this goes down. I'm really interested to see if anybody catches on to the possibility of overpopulation. Okay, pushing forward a little yellow. Joe captures. Does Guru move in that other yellow? Yes. Guru blows up the yellows. Nice. Good job, Guru. You blew up most of Joe's ships. Of course, Joe should still win by moving larges into Guru's home. Joe gets another blue. Guru also gets more blue, but does it in a safer place. In the colony, yeah, B3 is good. Joe gets a B3. Will Guru think to move blue into Samori? No, they're going to take a B3 of their own. Aha! Now we come to it. Now we come to it. Joe moved an R3 into Guru's home. Guru can't capture. Do they know they can overpopulate? They could defend with an overpopulation here. No, they're trading out for yellow. All right. Guru, I think I actually give Guru the advantage at this point. If Joe starts capturing, Yeah, if Joe captures something, Guru can just capture back. Whereas Guru can potentially sacrifice y3, move 2 reds into Joe's home, and build for an overpopulation. So I think Guru might have things better here. But Joe doesn't even bother capturing. They just move in the blue. And I'm sure that's because they realized that if they captured one of these mediums, Guru would just capture back. I'm sure it's not just some kind of odd beginner thing going on here. Aha, they did. They built and overpopulated the invader. Nice. Nice one, Guru. All right. Joe, rather than moving in a blue for the overpopulation, is building more blue. And Guru now reinforcing their home, bringing a mothership back. Good. Joe blowing up the blue star. Pretty good. I like that. Guru building some red. Joe trading for red. That's 3 reds, including the star in that colony, though. Guru should blow up the whole colony. Colony moving in the little red. Let's see if they think of it. Nope, they're spreading out the blue. What is their plan? I'm not sure if they've got a plan. Joe, if I were Joe, I think I would be, well, besides trying to reinforce my home with another color, I think I would want to start building up some green ships to finish off Guru's other star. Joe, okay, reinforcing the home with a yellow. That makes it a lot harder to overpopulate. Guru was pretty close to winning by overpopulating that mothership. Okay, Guru takes some more red. Yeah, they've got a thing for red around here. Joe moves in a red, which Guru can just capture. Uh-oh. Yeah, and Joe, I thought that was a Y3 for some reason. And Guru, of course, can just invade. I don't think we've seen a sacrifice yet this game. So Guru. That's a question. What does a game look like if you don't know about overpopulation or sacrifice? Between skilled players, I think it would be a draw every time, because you almost always need sacrifice to win in a way that doesn't involve pretty big mistakes from your opponent. And that made it so Guru, I think, didn't realize that his former Y3 could capture the invading R3 using the power of their smaller red ships. So Guru now says, well, if I can't have that R3, nobody will, so I'll overpopulate it. And Joe should have won on this turn just now. They should have sacrificed a red somewhere, either one of the reds that they still had here, one of the reds at home, to capture Joe's only ship at home. But I think neither player understands sacrifice. Okay, Joe trades for red. That brings 4 reds to that colony, and they would have got a warning and realized that was a bad idea. Okay, reinforcing with a red. That blue has no way to get out unless you know about sacrifice. So Guru doesn't. Guru's building blue. Okay. Joe can capture one of those blues. Good. But Joe can build blue again and knock out the blue star. Oh! I was hoping that would happen, but it didn't. Oops. Joe should... Okay, trade away that other blue. They're really excited about red. They should be thinking about green at least a little bit. Okay. I doubt either player understands that you can use the power of a star either, especially for capturing. Well, no, they must know. They must know that they can use the power of the star because they've been using it fairly frequently. But I think they don't understand that you can use it to capture. Capture is a funny thing. People are I think, slower to realize that they can use, that a non-red ship can capture. They're perfectly comfortable with it trading and building and moving though, but not capturing. Yeah, so only Guru can capture here because only Guru has a large red ship. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, this is how victory happens for new players. You've got to get a large red ship into your opponent's home, because that's the only way you can capture stuff. Guru brings it back. Joe can capture it. Yep. Guru builds. And Joe runs away? No, keep capturing. you could even win by building a yellow to overpopulate the rest of Guru's ships. You realized you can't do that. Okay. Invading Joe's home, even though Guru doesn't have any red ships to capture with anymore. Joe can capture. Guru builds. Aha, overpopulates Joe's blue star. Okay. Joe can win. How many different ways can Joe win? I guess just two ways this turn. They could win by sacrificing the R3 at home to capture the Guru's remaining 2 yellow ships, or they could build yellow to overpopulate them. Okay, just the slow and steady capture seemed most likely anyway. Yeah, captured the last one and wins. All right, well, congratulations, Joe, on your victory. Victory with no sacrifice. What? Isn't that a saying that there is no victory without sacrifice? Joe, you've proved the sages wrong. There can be victory without sacrifice. Congratulations. Yep, not a terribly strong game. So happy April Fool's Day, everyone. Thank you for watching.